And next this week is The Spirit. It's written and directed by Frank Miller. It's based off of a graphic novel by Will Eisner, and it has to do with an ex-cop who, for some reason, has become immortal, and he's fighting another villain that is also immortal. And when you have those type of things, it kind of takes away from the suspense of this. And another thing that really did in this, it's I believe set as a period piece, but they have laptops and things like that. So it really is kind of living in this comic book world that has been set up. But it is beyond campy.
Yeah.
In the fighting, the dialogue,
the costumes.
Yeah.
There's one point where the octopus, played by Samuel L. Jackson, he's the bad guy, is dressed up as a Nazi, and there's swastika flags up and everything, and it really doesn't. I mean, there's no reason for it.
There's no explanation.
He's not a neo-Nazi. He's just the bad guy, and that's really the whole thing with this movie, is that it's all style and no substance. There's really no reason for any number of the scenes, particularly the Nazi scene, except that it's visually striking, I guess. But it doesn't fit with the narrative.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, if you have a hero who can't be killed fighting a villain who can't be killed, I mean, that's an exercise in futility. You might as well just be pounding sand. And I suppose it has a unique visual look, and I get but so what?
It's lost that unique visual look because it's Frank Miller.
Yeah.
And I mean, all of his films have the same similar look, and it's not. It doesn't seem like it's different movies just with kind of a similarity between the two. It all seems like it's being taken place in the same city, in the same visual landscape, just different narratives during it.
Well, but with Sin City, I thought the visual style added something to that storytelling, and it doesn't here. Really, it's the only thing going for the movie is that it has this unique visual look, and but it doesn't serve the story. And really, I mean, a story about two guys that can't die is just, what's the point? And the campiness was particularly disturbing. So I really don't even know who besides Frank Miller would find this movie appealing. So skip it. We'll be right back.